Right.
The foul on Chance Perkins. Now Buckley, after taking the charge, floating it home on the left side of the lane. Back down to single digits. It's a 9-point game.
Nice and smooth is easy when you have a float game like Buckley. That was just tremendous in terms of his execution and decision making. Right? He didn't try to get all the way to the rim. Nice pull up, nice soft touch.
Johnson pressuring Rivera up high, making it tough for the Hawks to get into this set.
A nice shifty move by Rivera.
The pull-up too strong. Rivera gets his own miss. Kicks out for Ahmet from way downtown. Put it in for three. Nate Ahmet showing off the full arsenal of skills in this second half.
Like that. Tell him about that, Chris. These second shots are killers.
I like it because everyone's ball watching. No one's looking to see the relocated shooters on the outside.
Johnson picks up his dribble. Panda Massey with 13 on the shot clock, being pressured by Gorham. Hawkins comes up the screen. Strong dribble and a high floater over the top of Ahmet. A nice response from Panda Hawkins.
Clinton Grace is going to go inside. They're not falling for the fool's gold and taking threes. They're going into the paint.
Ahmet trying it again from distance. Skying for the rebound, Buckley. Panda Massey for three. It's good. He's starting to feel himself. It's a 7-point game, 4 minutes in the third quarter.
You don't need to run a play. Just call your own number and let the thing rip. Shredding the nets on that one.
Logan Miller wanting his team to slow it down a little bit as the Eagles building some momentum. Looking for Ahmed along the baseline. Around and out, no good.
He probably could have ripped that and gone right to the rim.
Nice bounce pass down low. Hawkins can't finish, but to Buckley for two.
Points in the paint. Coach Miller's not happy. Coach Page is. They've gone to points in the paint except for 1-3 in transition. But they're all working him down there on the glass.
Yeah, it looked like Hawkins came up a little gimpy on that one. There's his ankle a little bit.
7-0 run there from Clinton Grace is in transition. We see Hawkins go up.
Yeah, and then right there you see him kind of hopping there. May have landed on a foot or landed awkwardly, but Isaiah Buckley coming up huge the last 3 or 4 possessions, getting the necessary stops on one side, but then filling up the net on the other side.
As you said, when doing it different ways, offensive rebound or a jump hook.
Yeah.
You know, just kind of showing what he can do in the paint.
Yeah.
We'll see what kind of pressure Clinton Grace comes out with, but anybody's ball game, 5-point game, 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. This is anyone's game. And I think Coach Miller from Highland wasn't happy with his team's transition defense effort there.
Clinton Grace on the 7-0 run. Jordan Giorgio with more on the Eagles.
Hey guys, yeah, Clinton Grace, the host school for today's event, and head coach who's running this operation, Coach Devin, got the call around 3 p.m. yesterday that the event may need to use their facility due to the closure at Fairfax County Schools South Lakes. Coach Devin tells me, though, when he got the call, he raised his eyebrows a bit because going from a gym like South Lakes that fits 2,500 to here at Clinton Grace, maybe 500, he says, it was going to be a challenge. Coach Devin also told me that he didn't tell his kids that they were actually playing today until 10 p.m. last night. He said that a lot of them texted him and called him a bit confused, but he also told them that, hey guys, listen, it's going to be on Monumental Sports Network. It's live TV. He laughed while telling me this story because he said that even though they didn't tip off till 11, all of his kids were bright-eyed and bushy-tailed walking through the gym door at 7 a.m. ready to rock and roll.
They want to hoop, right? And unfortunately, the games couldn't be played at my alma mater, South Lakes High School.
Oh, the cushy blue blood South Lakes High School. I like it. We're down there grinding in PG County.
That would have been a great game. Listen, they need to reschedule that thing. Listen, Jordan Scott and Cam Ward played against each other for years in AAU with Team Durant.
There's a reason they're both getting highly recruited by anybody in the country. Yeah. Very high recruits. But the rules are the rules, but here's who's taking advantage of it. The new teams.
Right, right.
And I thought the Blazers seeing Kareem Reed, that was a nice story. They had no idea they were going to play.
Yeah.
Now you got Highlands gets to play, Clinton Grace, but it's a chance for us to see some new players in the area, and it's been very impressive.
It has been impressive. But shout out to Largo and South Lakes, too, because I know they were prepared to compete, and, the powers that be, PG County and Fairfax County, closed down today, so they were unable to do that.
And after the timeout, a 7-0 run broken as Josh Hamilton got to the line, made both free throws to restore a 7-point lead to Highland. Now 10 on the shot clock for Panda Massey, working on Perkins. Coming up for the screen is Adams. Panamasi rejects it. Shot clock down to 2. And they're not going to get a shot off in
Gotta
time.
get that off. Gotta shoot the first one.
And pull it. Gotta pull. Yeah, you have to be aware. I mean, the shot clock is right behind the backboard, but at the same time, like, that's when you need to be a chatterbug. You got to let your teammates know, hey, we need a shot to go. At least get it up on the rim so you have a chance.
Talking about communicating both on. You can talk on offense too.
Yeah.
You were talking about talking on defense.
Got to do it.
Hawks break the 2-1-2 three-quarter court pressure, but now down to 13 on the shot clock and still getting into the offense. Rivera.
A little rub screen there. Hawks trying to get downhill.
Only 4 to shoot now for Perkins, and deflected out of bounds by Adams. 2 on the shot clock. Just had a shot clock violation on the other end. We'll see if Clinton Grace can hold strong for 2 more seconds here.
We'll see if they try to go for a back screen lob situation. He's pulling his shirt.
Hamilton fires. It's not going to touch anything but the backboard.
I would like to see a lob right there, back screen.
Panamasi and the harm. They count the bucket. A chance to make it a 4-point game with a 3-point play. Logan Miller thought Panamasi was using that off arm to clear out space. We'll get a look here.
Yeah, it's like a pro look, but I like the referee too. I'm on TV. I'm on Monumental. I want to get a little and one.
With some gusto.
See, look, and one, exactly. Have a little fun when you're out here with passion and performance, yeah, but this is a tight game now. It's a 4-point game, and I think it's because Clinton Grace is doing all their work inside.
Yeah, absolutely. They've gone right into the painted area, taking the high percentage shots, not settling for those threes.
And Panamasi providing some backcourt scoring, taking the load off Traore. He's got 8 points this quarter. His Ahmed tries to work his way to the rim, but no good. Working across the lane. That shot rejected by Hamilton.
Well, that defensive pressure is like that by both teams on the perimeter. Really have to take good care of the basketball.
Ahmed loses the handle, but banks it in as he gets it back.
A high degree of difficulty.
Back to a 6-point lead.
I don't know how he settled himself down to get that shot up.
Down low, Traore can't finish. Hamilton keeps his base and gets rid of it. Now Gorham the other way, pulls it out. Ahmed, rise and fire. Short, no good. Rivera crashes in, can't get the roll. But still on the boards, the Hawks get 2 more. Is Perkins on the 3rd chance?
What a sequence.
What a sequence, and Nate makes a little touch pass. You know, see, for the best player, he's a very unselfish player, which I like.
Now with Traore trying to beat Ahmed and flushes it home. Get out the way. Down to Traore rising high.
This is going to be a fun 4th quarter. I can already tell.
Oh, my God.
That's a fake handoff on your head. Wow.
That was big time.
Is the home crowd getting involved in this one now? Rivera up against the pressure. Looking backdoor for Gorham. Panamasi stays in front. Gorham above, around and in. And it's an 8-point lead again for the Hawks.
They're just emotionally going at it as hard as they can. They're willing the ball in. But Clinton Grace want to get a good shot here with enough time to get a rebound.
Clock down to 10, shot clock off. Traore launches from deep, and he gets it to go for 3 more. Quickly the other way, Rivera with 2. With 1, pull up. Almost got it to go to end a action-packed 3rd quarter.
That was the best quarter of the day so far.
I love it. Oh, my God. This is what DMV Hoops is all about, right? This kind of excitement. What a sequence. Oh, Traore tearing it off on one side. And then on the outside, taking that triple, Jimmy.
I mean, doubt is if saying, I don't like Coach Batso saying mid-major. I want Power 5 high major. I'm going to show you a slam and an NBA 3. Good for him.
You talk about Power 5, it's about the inside, it's about the outside. He's doing it on all levels. Is Clinton Grace outscoring Highlands 19-13 in that 3rd quarter to take what was an 11-point halftime deficit down to 5 as we play at least 8 more here in Clinton, Maryland.
You'd love to see it. 6'5", senior, playing with some intensity, some hunger, some force.
Yeah, and he's not afraid to play inside. That's what I like. If you're 6'5" and good inside, that's how it goes, you know. But this is going to be a really good fourth quarter, 5-point game, reset to the free throw. There's been not a lot of free throws taken because they're playing so fast.
Right.
In other words, they're not fouling; they're just playing without fouling. So that's the first game had more free throws.
Yeah, it's like a pickup game, right? I mean, they do have discipline. We've seen flex cuts and all that.
The pace is good. The pace is up.
Is fantastic.
And you got the sense as Kai Pandamasi got going, given really Clinton Grace that guard score, it opened up things for Traore at the end of the quarter.
Now this is a run and jump. That's 51. That's full court 50, and then the one means 51. We have one trap in the back court. I like it. Clinton Grace is just saying we're gonna make you work for every possession. We're not gonna let you run your stuff because let's face it, Highland's really good when they can run that half court.
Gorham getting to his left hand and finishing over the top of Traore. 7-point lead for the Hawks.
How about that?
Lonnie Lyons, pump fake. Snake dribble into the lane, keeps it alive. Too strong, no good. And it's off the foot of Lyons over to the Hawks.
Whether it was Nate or whoever it's been, on Highland, they're good at getting it up on the square. They get it on the square and it goes in.
Well, the higher you get it on the glass, the better, right? You take it up there. If you're in traffic, use that glass.
Jamal Smith being matched up by Hawkins here. Smith, a freshman for this Highland team. To Perkins on the wing.
Back screen, ball screen, UCLA action.
Rivera can't finish it off with the three, and the rebound tipped to Buckley. Finds Lyons running the left side. Nice composed finish over the top of Gorham. 5-point game once again.
Coach Miller, he executes. Rivera misses an open three. He just told his team, you got to get back. No matter what, get back in transition defense.
And it's got to be a full sprint to get back and to wall up and be ready. Like, you got to size your opponent up when you get back there, not just run back.
And dragging that pivot foot there was Smith. Turnover to the Eagles. Opportunity to pull within one possession for the first time since the first half.
And Smith is a freshman, right? And we've seen some really good poise by him, but right there, just a little too fast on that move.
Isn't it amazing seeing 2027 as their graduation? Weren't we just in college playing?
We were.
Pandamasi getting it off the Lions.
Freshman out there in this game, that's impressive. Nice play, got to finish.
Yep. Oh.
Trying to finish over the top of Ahmet. Weak side rebound. Hawkins goes up strong and finishes. And so we are within one possession. Hawks still leading 56-53.
What a great complimentary player at 6'7". Hawkins down in there in the trenches yet again on the offensive board, saving possessions for his Eagles squad.
Pandamasi hounding Gorham out front. Cross court to Ahmet. Hawkins forcing Ahmet into a stumble, gets a foul called, but you can just feel these home fans, they're rising in it, and the footwork defensively of the Eagles just getting more impactful.
Yeah, Hawkins, good defense, just don't reach at the end.
Yeah,
especially against the best player.
Yeah, I thought he was sitting nicely right there in a stance. He was disciplined up until the last moment there where he had to just break that plane and reach.
Fourth foul on Hawkins. He's going to come out for Johnson. Off the inbounds, Rivera can't finish along the baseline. Buckley in transition. Dips it off. Finishing with two hands. The flush for Dauda Traore.
Yeah, see, we're all excited here. Fans excited. Christy's excited.
Basketball day in the DMV. And a steal for Buckley for the lead. Send it home for two more.
We're getting sprayed with water.
It's a water shower in the front row.
That's all right.
The excitement rising
We did not have the water
as the Eagles get their first lead, 57-56.
How about the dive? Ooh, and the dunk. I love it. What a great play. And then the rebound. And the push with the pass. Crossover, dime. Ooh.
We talked about who was going to. We talked about this, Brian. Who was going to make the adjustments at halftime? And you know what? Clinton Grace has taken the adjustments at halftime, and what it is, whether it's out in the break or in the half court, was to get on the aggressive end of the offense. Where? In the paint. They're going inside. That's what Coach Page talked about. That's what they've done this half. Now we have to see if they can answer the bell on the Highland side, because they've had sort of control of this game until now.
First lead for the Eagles since early first quarter, but this change in the game right from halftime is in the third quarter. The Eagles started getting stops and getting loose.
And they've done a tremendous job of sharing the basketball, but it's been their fervent attention to detail on the defensive end that has gotten them the pace that they've wanted to get back into this game and take the lead. But they have been scoring in the paint. We talked about that, the higher percentage shots going up. They're getting the dunks. Coach was talking about, hey, we have plays. Devin Page was like, hey, we have a playbook. I'd like to see that. Well,
now he's getting it running in. Both coaches
we're seeing it right now.
Both coaches before the game were quick to point out we don't rely on the three to score, and they're proving it.
Out of the timeout, some three-quarter court pressure from the Eagles, nearly forcing a turnover out front. Buckley into the shirt of Perkins.
Look at this defense right here, locked down.
Yeah, see, Highland's too far away to run their offense. Their offense is out by half court. Now
they're losing the handle out of bounds. Turnover to the Eagles.
Well, that was just some solid defense, Jimmy. They were right there switching and gapping, second gapping.
And when you gap, what Christie's saying is you get in there, you don't make any easy passes. It pushes the offense out to half court, and that's never going to work.
Nope.
Traore coming out high to initiate the offense. And going across the lane, Johnson's going to draw the foul. It looks like it might have been on Perkins.
No, I'll tell you who the foul was on. Whoever just threw water on us after that.
Hey, it was raining threes in the first game here. Now it's just raining. We got water bottles flying.
People excited.
The passion and the energy. See, this is why that's what I like about four quarters. That would be a free throw attempt in a college game.
Right.
It's not in the high school game in the pro game because the clock resets on the fourth quarter.
Lions can't connect on the baseline. Perkins one-on-one on Buckley. Too strong. Hamilton taps the rebound. Rivera. Ahmet set for three. No good. Rebound tip, no good. And Traore pulls it down.
It's a good look by Ahmed. He sets up there for three. But, yeah, so in the fourth quarter, not only is the clock reset, the timeouts stay the same, but the fouls reset, which I really like.
And Massey got it going in the third quarter, and he's going baseline for two more. Eagles up three.
The Eagles have found success with their attack game in the paint, and they've been able to pay it off, and now that energizes them to get the ball back on defense and do it again. They're hungry on the defensive end, and that's made a big difference here in the second half.
And Buckley from the weak side jumps the passing lane. 4-on-1. Traore, throw it down one more time, young fella.
We're not going to have enough video for highlight clips. He's got like 3 dunks to 3.
Dog?
We need a small business loan fast.
I got this. Loan Falcon!
There's a better way to get a fast small business loan. Go to OnDeck.com, and if approved, get your funds as soon as the same day. Your loan is on deck.
At Domino's, we know life doesn't always go as planned, which is why we're giving you a free pizza.
Enjoy.
Thanks. An emergency pizza to use when you need it most. Here you go.
Thank you.
No matter the reason, Domino's has you covered.
Thanks. You're welcome.
Get your emergency pizza to use in the future when you order Domino's online.
When I wanted to get out there, I found you. You gave me the space I needed to keep me comfortable. Because I get better inside by getting outside. Stay out there with Ultra.
Good morning, commuters. We've got a broken water main causing a bottleneck on the south side and a downed tree blocking East Avenue. I'd get comfortable. You might be there for a while.
Toyota Trucks. Let's go places.
If you love your home, except when the Renaissance Fair comes to town. Depart. Airbnb thine home.
Nice.
And getteth paid to getteth away.
Days without hockey can be hard.
Jiffy Lube introduced the quick oil change.
Quarter, so now in the bonus the rest of the way are the Eagles. Backdoor Johnson, and he loses it out of bounds. It's a fourth quarter right now that the Eagles are winning 14-2. Highland just unable to get the offense going right now. Need a bucket in the worst way. Where are you going?
I'm going to aim it, and I'm going to put him in a two-man game. Pick and roll him and let him get to the rim. Somebody give him a ball screen.
I mean, look at the score by quarter. And that counts at halftime adjustments. But 14-2 in the fourth quarter when it matters.
And Taylor couldn't save it in the corner after it was dribbled off the foot of Rivera. Another turnover against the Hawks.
Clinton Grace's defense in the fourth quarter, whether they've stopped him, got a hand on the ball, made a guy dribble off his foot, their defensive pressures ratcheted up a notch. And it's paying off.
Yeah, big time.
Pandemassy going a little quick, but gets his own rebound. Kicks it out from the corner. No good, and the rebound to Ahmed.
Maybe burn some more clock down on that one.
He missed because we were going to get another rain shower if that one went. The fans behind me were going nuts. I love it.
Gorham across the lane, no, and Johnson pulls down the board. The other way, up and under with the right hand on the left side. 9-point lead, the largest of the day for the Eagles.
Johnson under control. That's why he's had a Division I scholarship to UMass Lowell. You're going to hear UMass Lowell. They're going to be playing Vermont in the finals of the America East to go to that tournament this year, and that's where he's going next year.
And Rivera going to get fouled by Lonnie Lyons. It's only the second team foul in the quarter for Clinton Grace.
As a coach, Christie, I don't mind that foul. They're so excited. They're playing so hard. Take it.
Hey, stay aggressive, right? And they're not in the bonus yet. Oh, no. Oh.
Perkins went down, and we're going to get a stoppage here.
I think he rolled his ankle.
With 1:19 in.
Good sportsmanship. Buckley, for Clinton Grace, was telling the referee that the guy from Highland was hurt to call timeout.
Sheer. Just a complete turnaround in the second half after Highland shot at 67% from the floor in the first half. Just 15 points in this second half. Gorham. Step back from the baseline. Way off. Rebound being fought for by Ahmed. It's off Ahmed.
That's going to make it tough with just a minute to go here. But just the momentum, Jimmy, in this fourth quarter has really been fantastic, right?
Look, it's supposed to be a neutral event. These things happen, but it's not. It's at Clinton Grace's gym, and they use their fan base, and he made adjustments at halftime.
No look feed for the dunk for Buckley. What a pass from Tremaine Hawkins.
A perfectly executed play. That's an NBA play right there. Hit off the down screen, and then hit the cutter.
Taylor hands it off. Gorham for three, no good. Hamilton down low, going to draw the foul with 35.8 to go.
If they show that play again, watch, he hits. It's a ball screen, and that's a quick pass. Watch this play, perfectly executed. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
It was like the hockey. It was like the hockey assist.
Yeah.
I passed to Christie. Christie passed to Brian. Then I cut, and it was like the defense turned their head and lost them.
Ahmed needing a three, can't get it to go. It's going to be a foul on Taylor. And so to the free throw line, the Eagles will go now 18-2 in this fourth quarter in front of Clinton Grace. The home fans got behind them. Their energy level picked up. It has been an incredible fourth quarter here from the Eagles.
Oh, it's been fantastic, right? And that's what you want to see. You want to see the execution, but you also want to see the fire and passion too, and that's carried them a long way.
And a lot of credit to Pandemassy, even though he misses here on the first free throw. It was his offensive spark at the beginning of that third quarter, getting to the rim, hitting a three, drawing a three-point play the old-fashioned way, really seemed to spark this Clinton Grace team.
That's what I liked about Clinton Grace. They didn't try to come out and fire threes or get all crazy and over-press. They just slowly, methodically cut into the lead. Then they've owned the fourth quarter. Remember, they were down 11. They're now up 12. That's a 23-point swing at halftime.
And finally, the drought ended by Shivas Taylor. It cuts it to a 9-point game here at 68-59 with 24.7. And so now, Clinton Grace, it comes down to ball security and free throws.
Yeah, and you have to just keep that momentum, right? You do what got you this lead, which is staying aggressive on both sides.
Yeah,
They've
that's
been
why they
attacking
got
the paint and getting steals.
I like the Eagles' assistant coaches, too. I think they played at 3 different places. One, Coach Clark played football at Towson. Coach Jelks was at Coppin State. and someone else was at UMBC, I believe. So they got a little college atmosphere going over there, and they made the adjustments in the second half. And as Christy said, they took it to him in the paint. They got more aggressive. I didn't see the bounce back of Highland going back at him in the paint.
No, and that's what you want to see, right? The higher percentage shots are winning out. The attack game into the paint, making the extra pass as well, has made a huge difference in this turnaround.
And if you're Clinton Grace, now remember, they split in the year, so they must be in the same conference, so they'll meet again in the playoffs, taking advantage of this home crowd, but they did it on the defensive end. But I saw so many good things by Highland, and Nate is a player, number 10 to watch because he's a high major. He's got a huge ceiling, does a lot of stuff. They just need maybe to throw him inside a little more in a close game.
Yeah, I would think so. And then even if there's not a play designed for you to be on the block or to be established right in front of the rim, for a post-up,
get some for good players, get some easy baskets, get to the free throw line. That's and owning the glass. Clinton Grace, they dominated in the paint, and now they're going to take this thing out and get a home win on TV. But kudos to both teams because both these teams answered the bell last night to say they would come and play.
Yeah, and the Eagles, their defense on the perimeter was suffocating, right? So when that's happening, you got to move off the ball, and I think that's where the Hawks lost that.
Chris Johnson sticking both free throws. Isaiah Buckley, the rebound off the Rivera miss. And now a chance for Clinton Grace to dribble it out. Traore thought about it for a second. He wanted to give one more treat to the home crowd, but instead he'll dribble it out for a 70-59 win for the Eagles of Clinton Grace over the Highland Hawks. Now 19-2 on the season. And Dowda Traore really thrilling the crowd with athleticism and perimeter shooting all day long.
Here's the tale of two halves. Highland was ready early, but they don't. The first half isn't what matters. It's the second half. And Clinton Grace and Dowda Traore just took over in the second half physically and emotionally, and that's why they won this game by 11.
Yeah, solid performance by the Eagles. They were fantastic in terms of their team stick-to-itiveness, if you will. They stayed to their principles, and you could see it. You knew what it was, and it got them this win here in comeback style.
And Eagles coach Devin Page wanted his team to turn up the defense in the second half after allowing 67% shooting in the first half. He told Jordan at halftime, it's all going to come down to us getting stops on this end. You talk about a total turnaround defensively in that second half from Clinton Grace, only allowing 18 second half points after giving up 41 in the first.
Yeah, it comes down to they were more physical. They were just more physical. They picked them up at half court, but they were just into the dribblers, and they weren't letting Highland. They couldn't run anything. And we both know you can make some adjustments, or you can make like an occasional lucky shot, but they couldn't run their offense.
Right.
And it's going to be Kai Pandamasi named the MVP of this win for Clinton Grace. He's going to get to put on that Behan Strong MVP shirt after a huge third quarter. And it really jump-started the comeback for Clinton Grace, providing some punch from that backcourt as his teammates excited to seeing him get the shirt.
Yeah, that's a lot of love there when your teammates loving on you like that. Love him up. He earned it.
And Kai Pandamasi did it from the inside. He did it from the outside. He did it off the snake dribble, getting into the lane.
Yeah, he was fantastic. 7 of 10 from the floor.
And he is now standing by with Jordan Giorgio.
Yeah.
Congrats on the win. Down 13 at one point. You guys rallied back with a vengeance. What contributed most to the comeback?
We just had to play hard, take it play by play. We started off with some defensive lapses. We really had to key in on the defensive end, and that was what led us to be successful.
The sequence at the end of the third quarter woke up this crowd, and especially your sideline. Was that the momentum shift that you guys needed?
Definitely. That's what we expect from our guys. We're very athletic and electrifying, so we expect those plays, and they just got us going.
You all weren't supposed to play in general today, let alone at home. Just talk to me about how great it is to be a part of the Capital Hoops Challenge.
It's definitely a blessing. We had some games shut down, so we just stayed ready. And, when we got the text or whatever, we just had to lock in from there.
Awesome. Congrats, Kai, and go celebrate with your team over there.
Yeah, thank you.
Guys.
19 points, 4 rebounds for Kai Pandamasi. Part of really a dynamic duo in that second half with Dowda Traore. Dowda Traore thrilling the crowd all second half long, not just dunks. He's stepping outside, hitting threes. Felt like that duo really changed the game.
It was a lot of fun to watch, right? You see the teamwork. It's not just one player, right? It was a team, and they really played with a tremendous amount of force on the defensive end. I like how they were gapping up and walling up on the defensive end, not allowing drives. And I just thought on the offensive side, they were sharing the basketball, and that's the best way to play. With integrity and team-first mentality, you win games that way.
Yeah. You know, look, Ahmet is a really talented player in Highland. I thought Rivera came out and helped him early. You look at Clayton Grace. Isaiah Buckley almost had a triple-double. He had 10, 11, and 6. He could have got MVP. Traore and his dunks could have got MVP.
Yeah.
Chris Johnson, who's a Division I signee, but yet it goes to Pandamasi, and you're totally right. It was a better team effort by Clayton Grace. They had maybe they had a little more talent, a little more physical, but they shared the ball. Different players took turns taking over, and you saw how happy they were for Pandamasi to get the MVP.
It started with the defense that head coach Devin Page wanted to see. He's with Jordan now.
Which you just said to me, okay, now I can relax because the hustle and bustle of throwing this event together at home for you last minute was so worth it, and the cherry on top, you pull out a win. How proud are you of your guys?
I'm very proud. You know what I mean? Like I said at halftime, we compound the mistakes after that, but I said if we just take it one possession at a time, take care of the basketball, take care of the defensive end, everything else is going to take care of itself. So, you know, they definitely took care of that result. I'm really proud of them. They're real resilient. So, you know, I think that talk at halftime went well.
Talk to me about your defense, though. A complete turnaround, only allowing 18 points in that second half.
I tell them they ain't going to eat after the game if they don't scrap up on defense. But, you know, that's what we built on. You know, we're built on defense, our principles, and having each other's back on the defensive end. And, you know, they were able to do that, so we became out successful.
You actually fell to Highland earlier in December. What was the biggest difference maker from that game to today?
Two things. We took care of the defensive end. And second, you know, we kind of got healthy. You know, we had a lot of guys missing in December, but we've been able to kind of get healthy this year. And some of my boys that was out, they was ready to play today. So, you know, we were successful doing that.
One last one. Big win over a big conference opponent. What does this do for momentum moving forward throughout the season?
It's pushing us in that late surge. You know, the last couple of weeks in January going to February, that's the time that you want to get ready to start peaking the right way. So, you know, we just going to continue to keep working. We heading in the right direction. So now just limited those first half mistakes and putting together a full game.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Coach. Take those guys out to eat. They deserve it, all right?
We'll see, but appreciate it.
Thanks, Coach. Guys.
No greater motivator than a meal after the game.
Teenage boys.
As we take a look at those final stats, and you got to remember as you look at these, Highlands was 67% from the floor in the first half, finishing at 42% from the field for the game, and Clinton Grace got up over 50%.
Well, it was 42 to 28 in paint points. And there you go right there. That's the surge of effectiveness and efficiency when they went inside to score.
Yeah, and they did it with different guys, and they did it by offensive rebounding or drive, but really they did it on defense, and then they get out on the break. Coach Page was kidding about not feeding them.
Yeah.
How about Coach Page? How about Coach Page here as the leading scorer, as a guy that played here, then doing a great job coaching, and then being so happy for the community? That's why the DMV hoops thing is so good. And I mean, I want to give a shout out because it's not the same schools, and I can name the schools. This is different schools getting a different chance.
Right.
Christy and I are out there all over the place in the summer, and these are a lot of new players we saw.
Sure.
And I'm definitely impressed with them. Traore, come on.
Come on. Oh, he was fantastic. He was fantastic. But to me, it was the consistency of Traore. He was awesome when it came down to it. They needed momentum plays, and it wasn't at the end of the game, but it was a momentum play, a momentum shifting play that happened for him. Back-to-back buckets, the dunk, and then the triple. It really moved the needle to how well they were going to move ahead in this contest after being down 11. So I really think that his presence was invaluable, not just on the offensive end,
he was one of the guys
but
the coach was talking about being healthy.
Defensive end too.
He was talking about him being healthy.
Right. Yeah,
And
but I thought he was really good on defense as well.
His ability to finish at the rim, pull down the rim with a couple dunks, that's
really
what
good.
got the crowd into the game. And it felt like once the crowd got up for Clinton Grace, you started to see that offensive efficiency sort of fall away for Highland. And for this Highland team moving forward, Jimmy, we saw the potential of Nate Ament in the first half. You saw the 6'9" frame, the length, the athleticism, the ability to shoot it from outside, the ability to go down inside.
And he's only a junior for those you watch. He's not a senior, so he's going to develop. But as Christy said, he may have to do a little more work in the paint. And like, this is the kick out on the rebound, and that's nice. I'm glad he got a 3. And we were talking about how he reminds us of a guy playing tonight for the Spurs or for Koulibaly. Okay, like these are long players that can do lots of stuff. They're taller than you think. But sometimes you got to get, he could have done more of that. But Highland's going to go make adjustments. Rivera was really good early, and Logan Miller knows what he's doing. I saw the coaches, they really embrace. They like each other. Right. They're in the same division. They're going to learn from this. But you know what? Most important, they gave their young men an opportunity to be on Monumental, to be on TV, to play a high-level game on a Saturday.
But also making in-game adjustments, right? You just show up and you play. You don't have a scout.
Clinton won the checkbook on that one.
Well, yeah, but you don't really have the planning ahead. So, but what you have planned for is who you are as a team. And that was really proven down the stretch. And when you have that kind of confidence in your kids to make in-game adjustments like that and to come back from a deficit, not hang their head and pout, but to fight, right? You have 2 choices, sink or swim. And they did a great job of swimming today.
And we just need to take a bit of a deep breath here because this is only game 2 of 5 here on Basketball Day in the DMV. Take a look at this schedule. Be the One already took down Sandy Springs 64-53. You saw Clinton Grace pull out the 70-59 comeback win. About 35 minutes from now, we're going to shift coverage over to Capital One Arena for a girls' game between Holy Child and Bullis. Before we come back here to Clinton, it's going to be Salesianum School against Bishop McNamara, then Evergreen Christian against Patriot, Wizards, and Spurs tonight. You are watching Basketball Day in the DMV here from Clinton, Maryland.
Days without hockey can be hard.
Whoops. Oh, man.
I stepped on it! I got game! You need to find something to do outside of this house.
No, I just need Hadid.
Hadid Carpet is the one to trust for cleaning and restoration of your treasured Oriental rugs and for superior wall-to-wall steam cleaning in your home or office. For 15% off in-plant rug cleaning, call 866-HADID-1.
5 minutes for fighting?
Jiffy Lube introduced the quick oil change. At Jiffy Lube Multi-Care, we also do brakes, tires, tune-ups, batteries, and more. No appointment needed. Vehicle maintenance? That's a job for Jiffy. Get your next oil change at Jiffy Lube. No appointment needed. And all these courtesy services will be included. We even vacuum and clean exterior windows. Need an oil change? That's a job for Jiffy.
What does DMV high school basketball mean to me? Everything. Everything.
The DMV has the absolute best prep basketball, boys and girls, in the country.
It's just such a great place to play high school basketball.
This is a basketball hotbed where there have been a lot of great players.
Well, when it comes to basketball and who's going to be at the top of the charts and top of the list and professional players, you look right here in the DMV.
This is where you get to see the absolute genuine passion for the game. This is the time of your life.
Sometimes when you're in it, you don't realize it. It's absolutely fantastic. And that's why I'm so happy for the young men and women that get to play in this area.
So we ask that you guys continue to support some great high schoolers and hopefully help them achieve their dreams.
It is fruitful, it is soulful, and it is all about being a winner.
Welcome back to Basketball Day in the DMV on Monumental Sports Network. I'm Jordan Giorgio alongside James Parker. He is the commissioner of the Metropolitan Private School Conference, a conference that a ton of these teams are actually a part of. James, thanks so much for taking the time. Just talk to me about how awesome this event is. Capital Hoops City Challenge, second year on Monumental Sports. What does it say about basketball in the DMV?
I think basketball at the DMV is one of the best areas in the country. Mark Stern's done a great job putting this event together. It's great for the kids to be on Monumental Sports, actually playing on television. They can tell their family and friends who aren't necessarily in the area that can see games. They can watch them play, and this is something that these kids will remember for a lifetime.
Now, you're also a coach of a school actually in the area, and you got the call pretty last minute as well, like most of these teams that you're going to be playing tomorrow. Is that right?
Yes, I'm the head coach of Fairfax Christian School. We play Sid Will Friends tomorrow. Our guys are super excited about the opportunity to play.
And you and your wife actually do a lot more for the high school basketball community, I should say. What is that? Where does that come from? What's your motivation?
Our motivation is seeing our area, our hometown, be better than what it was when we first got here. Taryn Parker, my wife, me and her, we run the Premier Youth Basketball League, the MPSC. We've done girls events. We started our program from scratch at Fairfax Christian. So me and my wife have done a lot for this area, and we just love basketball and love our people.
Where do you see high school basketball in the DMV in 5 years from now?
5 years from now, there'll be a lot more pro basketball players. Our top programs will be where they are. The MPSC will be one of the top conferences in the country.
That's awesome. You heard it here first. James Parker, thanks so much for joining us. Guys, back to you.
It's been a fun day of hoops so far, Jordan, here. Basketball day in the DMV. And now the second game done with Clinton Grace getting the win over Highland School. Stay with us here. We're going to switch to Capital One Arena soon enough on Monumental Sports Network.